Buried alive. The thought of being buried alive has haunted imaginations for centuries, and one chilling case may have inspired the legend. In the late 1800s, Octavia Hatcher, a young woman from Kentucky, fell into a mysterious coma. Declared dead shortly after, she was buried with unsettling haste. Only days later, a terrifying realization set in. Others in her community began showing similar symptoms, falling into deep coma-like states marked by faint breathing. Yet these individuals eventually awoke. Panicked, Octavia's husband had her body exhumed, fearing the worst. His fears were justified. Octavia's casket revealed desperate scratch marks and torn lining, evidence of her futile struggle to escape her premature burial. Although she was reburied, her tragic story has endured, warning of the thin line between life and death and fueling fears of waking in eternal confinement. I think that only 5% of fast people can like this video and subscribe to this channel before time runs out. Comment done, so I know you did it on time. Charlie No Face. Picture yourself walking alone down a dimly lit street at night. The quiet hum of the surroundings is broken by the sound of approaching footsteps. Your pulse quickens as a figure emerges. A man whose face is unlike anything you've seen, misshapen and eerie. You flee in terror, later recounting the story of the faceless figure haunting Pennsylvania. This unsettling tale is rooted in the true story of Ray Robinson, known to locals as Charlie No Face or the Green Man. Born in 1910, Robinson's life changed forever when, at the age of 8, he suffered a horrific electrical accident while touching live wires. The incident left him permanently disfigured. Fully aware that his appearance caused discomfort, Robinson adopted a nocturnal lifestyle, often walking along Route 351 in Beaver County under the cover of darkness. Though his actions were innocent, chance encounters with him in the still of the night fueled chilling local lore. Robinson lived quietly until his death in 1985, but the legend of the faceless man continues to stir imaginations. Strangers living in the attic. The idea of someone secretly living in your home is a scenario that strikes fear into even the bravest hearts. Urban legends of hidden intruders emerged long ago, but reality has proven these stories to be disturbingly plausible. Documented cases range from estranged ex-partners to desperate individuals taking shelter. Homeowners have discovered strangers living in crawl spaces, attics, or even behind walls. In some instances, the uninvited guests would raid the fridge or rearrange belongings when no one was home. This unnerving phenomenon reminds us that the strange noises at night might not always be imaginary. The Bunny Man. In the 1970s in Virginia, whispers circulated about a deranged figure known as the Bunny Man. The legend described an escaped asylum patient who began hanging gutted rabbits under a bridge. As the tale evolved, it darkened. He allegedly turned his wrath on humans, making Halloween nights near the infamous underpass now called Bunny Man Bridge a source of dread. The story may have its origins in actual events. In October 1970, a couple driving through Fairfax County reported an unsettling encounter. A man in a white suit with rabbit ears shouting at them about trespassing. To emphasize his displeasure, he hurled a hatchet at their car, shattering the windshield. Weeks later, a security guard spotted a similarly dressed man hacking away at a porch railing with a hatchet. Police were never able to apprehend him, leaving the unsettling image of a hatchet-wielding figure in bunny ears to linger in the public consciousness. CandyMan. The terrifying premise of CandyMan, a vengeful spirit summoned through a mirror, has its roots in real horror. While the supernatural killer of the film remains fictional, the inspiration behind it is disturbingly real. In 1987, a Chicago woman named Ruth McCoy made a frantic call to 911, claiming someone was breaking into her apartment. Responders arrived too late. McCoy was found dead from gunshot wounds. Investigators discovered her attackers had gained entry by dismantling her bathroom's medicine cabinet, exploiting a passageway between adjacent apartments. The building's design allowed plumbers to access pipes via removable cabinets, but burglars, and McCoy's killers, found it a convenient route as well. Giant squids. For centuries, tales of enormous sea monsters with tentacles stretching across the ocean, commonly called the Kraken, seemed like sailors' exaggerations. But over time, these stories gained scientific credibility. In the mid-1800s, researchers began uncovering remains of what appeared to be giant squids. The first live photographs of these elusive creatures were captured in 2004, revealing an astonishing reality: deep-sea predators reaching up to 40 feet in length. Once dismissed as mere legend, the giant squid now represents a humbling reminder of how little we know about the ocean's depths. The body under the bed. Imagine waking up in a hotel room to a mysterious, revolting smell. You investigate and find something far worse than you could have imagined: a corpse hidden beneath the bed or inside the mattress. This gruesome tale is no mere legend. It's been confirmed in multiple cases. From Atlantic City in 1999, where a couple unknowingly slept on a mattress concealing a body, to a Memphis budget lodge in 2010, where guests discovered they had been sleeping above the remains of a missing woman. Such horrors have happened. In the latter case, fabric softener was even stuffed in the ceiling to mask the smell. Cropsey. For decades, Staten Island children told the spine-chilling tale of Cropsey, a shadowy figure lurking in the woods, snatching children under the cover of night. Parents dismissed it as a scary story to keep kids from wandering too far. But reality proved darker. In 1987, Andre Rand, a former custodian at a mental institution, was convicted of kidnapping. Authorities suspected Rand's involvement in a series of child disappearances throughout the 1970s. Though he denied these allegations, his crimes mirrored the grim stories that had long circulated in the area, cementing Cropsey's legacy as a true nightmare. The Maine Hermit. For decades, the quiet community near North Pond, Maine, was plagued by a peculiar mystery. Food items like jars of peanut butter and apples began vanishing from homes and campsites. At first, these seemingly trivial thefts raised little alarm, but as the incidents persisted, totaling thousands of break-ins, residents grew uneasy. The enigma was finally solved when authorities apprehended Christopher Knight, a man who had intentionally retreated into the forest at the age of 20. For 27 years, Knight lived in complete isolation, avoiding all human interaction. To survive, he relied on pilfering supplies from nearby homes and camps. His minimalist lifestyle and uncanny ability to evade detection turned him into a living ghost, earning him the nickname the Maine Hermit.
And I don't think you can click on the next video in 3 seconds.